Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Our top story tonight at 6 o'clock, demanding answers from Springfield Mayor Mike Houston.
Since Wednesday's release of the state appellate prosecutor's benign findings into the shredding scandal at the Springfield Police Department, Mayor Houston has repeatedly refused to be interviewed by News Channel 20.
But news anchor Vince Dementri and his award-winning coverage of the scandal caught up with the mayor at a City Hall press conference today about CWLP.
Vince now joins us live from outside City Hall with more on the testy exchanges. Vince.
Liz and Maggie, as you well know, for 18 months I've been trying to get Mayor Houston to tell us what he knows about the shredding scandal, but with no luck. I was hoping that after the state appellate prosecutor's office released its findings, that took place 2 days ago. We all know now that those findings were pretty much a dud. I was hoping that after 18 months, after that report came out, that the mayor would finally talk about what he knows about the shredding scandal at the Springfield Police Department.
I think that it's been reported exactly.
It's a yes or no answer, Mayor. Did you ask these questions?
No, you asked me a question. Let me answer the question.
The press conference became a fiery exchange between me and Springfield Mayor Mike Houston as I tried to finally pry answers out of the mayor about what he did to get to the bottom of the police shredding scandal and the main players involved. In our Ready, Set, Shred series from July 2013, we showed you documents indicating that some top Springfield Police Department officers and two former city attorneys, Jeanette Wittendorf and Chief City Attorney Mark Cullen, quickly struck a deal with the police union to shred documents to avoid publicly releasing embarrassing internal affairs files chronicling one night during a Missouri vacation in 2008 where then Deputy Chief Cliff Busher drank too much and fired off his service weapon. He was arrested and later pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor. I'm asking you, did you ever confront Chief Williams, Deputy Chief Busher, Mark Cullen, Jeanette Wittendorf after this happened and ask them, how did this happen? Why did this happen? What was your motive for destroying Deputy Chief Busher's file that was under a FOIA request? Did you ever ask those questions, sir?
Those things have all
It's a yes or no answer, Mayor. Did you ask those
Vince,
questions?
I will answer your question.
But the mayor sidesteps. Listen.
Well, let me ask you a question, Vince. How did you stand up on Wednesday evening on the 5 o'clock news with a press release from the Office of the State's Attorney Appellate Prosecutor and say you had that on an exclusive basis when that was sent out to every media outlet in the city of Springfield?
Not before I got it. And I guarantee you that, sir.
Well, that's
but
not exactly.
But you know what, Mayor?
No, that's not exactly exclusive.
Let's not sidestep the issue here. The issue is, did you ask those questions of those people? It's yes or no, sir.
I asked questions.
What questions did you ask?
I asked questions. I did not get sufficient answers.
Could you tell us what you were told? What questions did you ask?
That has all been in the press.
It has not.
It has.
Point it to me. Point me one instance where you have specifically said, I asked Chief Williams this question. He gave me this answer. I asked Deputy Chief Busher this question. He gave me that answer. Please show it to me. I'd be happy to see it because I must have missed it.
Well, I think it has been...
I've been trying to get answers from you for 18 months.
I think it has been reported.
Where?
I think there have been depositions that have taken place.
I'm not asking about the depositions, sir. I'm asking you about what involvement you had, not what a lawyer asked Chief Williams. I want to know, as the mayor of the city of Springfield, don't the people of this town have a right to know what you knew, when you knew it, what the motive was for this, and why you never took any disciplinary action against anyone?
Well, you may say that we did not take disciplinary action against anyone, but I would remind you that we did have one attorney who lost her job as a result of this.
The mayor is referring to former Assistant City Attorney Jeanette Wittendorf, who oversaw and initialed the change in the police union contract that allowed for the shredding to take place. But 8 months after the fact, you fired her. Did you fire her because of the shredding? 8 months later?
It's a personnel matter. We do not discuss personnel matters.
Okay,
we had one person.
So tell me the other disciplinary actions you've taken.
One person retired, and another person
you allowed
resigned.
them to retire, sir. You allowed Chief Williams to retire. You allowed Mark Cullen to resign. Why didn't you fire them?
They both chose to retire and to resign.
But as the mayor, you could have said, I'm not accepting your resignation, I'm firing you. Why didn't you do that?
Now, this was not the first time that I have locked horns with Mayor Houston. You may remember when I did that series, Ready, Set, Shred, in July of 2013. I was outside City Council trying to ask the mayor a question, and he literally slammed a door in my face and held the door shut for a couple of seconds. That's the type of relationship we've had as I've tried to get answers over the last 18 months about the shredding issue. But the reality is this tonight, it appears. The mayor not answering any of the questions. Sure, he's responding to them, but it doesn't appear that he's answering them. So the reality is this: after 18 months, we may never ever know the truth of what really took place with the shredding scandal inside the Springfield Police Department. Reporting live from City Hall, I'm Vince Demetri, ABC News Channel 20.
Thanks, Vince. And many of you have taken to our Facebook page sharing your thoughts on Mayor Houston talking about the shredding scandal today. Here's what some of you have to say. Glenn writes, "What? He didn't slam the door in your face? Must be an election year." And Jonathan writes, "Maybe the city ought to hire Vince as a detective. He seems to know how to ask the questions that make weasels squirm." You can join the conversation tonight. Just head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/WICS ABC 20.